Welcome to the fourth episode of the Charlitosverse. I didn't want to start this episode and give my picks and Maux's picks without paying some tribute to one of the biggest stars that have ever played in the NFL. The NFL lost its biggest legend in the game that the Jets won against the Buffalo Bills. The NFL lost one of the five greatest quarterbacks in its history, Mr. Rodgers. I'm talking about Mr. Rodgers, of course. I'm still in shock that that happened. It's one of the worst things that have ever happened in the NFL regular season because the guy was one of the three most spectacular quarterbacks ever. In his prime, he was completely unstoppable. He won 4 MVPs. He still holds the record for the highest quarterback rating. He was a superstar, and the game will miss him. The NFL will miss him. I will miss him. He was one of my favorite quarterbacks. I remember that Super Bowl against the Steelers. I was so happy for the guy. I think he deserved at least 2 more rings because he was that great. Mr. Rodgers, all the NFL fanbase will miss you, definitely. But we have to move on and we have to continue enjoying the season. And we just have to relax, relax. Thanks, legend, for everything. We will definitely miss you a lot. But now let's go to the rivalry. Team Charlitos against Team Maux. Let's see how we went. Let's see which was our final score for week 1. How accurate were our predictions? Well, mine were 9 correct, 7 incorrect, and Maux went 9 and 7 as well. So it was positive predictions, but we will be striving to give better predictions this week. So nobody won the trophy for week 1. So will any team win the trophy for week 2? Let's see how this week unfolds. So let's now go to the week 2 picks. Let's start with the Vikings and the Eagles. Jalen Hurts against Kirk Cousins. I think it will be a great game that will be won in the end by the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. And Maux predicts that the Eagles will beat Kirk Cousins as well, and they will go 2-0. Let's now go to the second game of the week. Packers, that Jordan Love guy started well, but it won't be enough against the super powerful running game that the Falcons have. Maux thinks the Falcons will go 2-0 as well. Let's see what happens in that game. It will be very interesting. But now let's go to something really interesting. It will be completely disappointing if Joshua Patrick Allen doesn't destroy Jimmy G and rebound after that horrendous game. I'm sure Josh Allen, my guy, will rebound in stunning and smashing fashion. Now let's go to Joe Burrow against Action Jackson. I think Joe Burrow will rebound as well. I don't think he can lose, but Maux thinks Action Jackson is beating Joe Burrow and will send the Bengals 0-2. That will be very interesting. Let's see what will happen. Now let's go to those Lions. We are Lions! The Lions will keep winning, in my opinion. I predict that, and Maux predicts the same, that the Lions will beat the Seahawks and Geno Smith send them 0-2, and the Lions will keep undefeated after week 2. Now let's go to Colts Texans. In the battle of the rookies selected this year, I think CJ will beat Richardson, and Maux thinks that Richardson is the one that will be beating CJ. Let's get to see who is right, whose prediction is right. Then the Chiefs and the Jaguars. I was so tempted in choosing the Prince, but no, I ended up choosing Mahomes to beat the Prince. I don't think Mahomes will lose, but will be 2-2. And Matt Maux agrees with my opinion. None of us think that Allen, Burrow, and Mahomes can go 0-2. Well, Matt Maux does. Now let's go to Baker Mayfield against Justin Fields. We think that Baker Mayfield will keep resurrecting his career in the box and that they will go 2-0 after week 2. Then now let's go to the Chargers and the Titans. I am sure that Thunderbird will get the win and that the Chargers will be 1-1 beating Ryan Tannehill. It will be tough, but Herbert and those Chargers will show that they are here and they are going to be contenders this season. Then let's go to the Giants and Cardinals. I think Danny Dimes will recover from that super embarrassing loss against the Cowboys, and Matt Maux thinks the same. We think that the Giants are beating the Cardinals because they are a very weak team, to be honest. Now let's go to the 49ers and Rams game. Very interesting game. I was tempted to go for Matt Stafford and the Rams, but Matt Maux and I both think that the 49ers are very powerful this season. Brock Purdy, McCaffrey, Ayuk, Kittle. Man, they have a lot of firepower. And unfortunately, I don't think the Jets without Aaron Rodgers can beat the Cowboys. It will be really, really close though, in my opinion. Matt Maux thinks that the Cowboys are winning as well, beating the Jets. I was rooting for the Jets, because of Mr. Rodgers. But let's go to the Commanders Broncos. Commanders will get the win. Matt Maux' team, but Matt Maux betrays his team and he's going for a Denver win. He is predicting his team is losing against Russell Wilson and the Broncos. Now let's go to Dolphins Patriots. I think Mac is stopping Tua this week, but Matt Maux doesn't think so. Matt Maux thinks Tua is going to beat Mac Corkle and the Patriots. Let's go to the next game, Saints Panthers. Bryce Young against Carr, and I think Derek Carr will be 2-0 after this week, and so does Matt Maux. Derek Carr doing very well in his new team. And let's go to a game that is always a dogfight, but in the end of the story, the Steelers will beat the Browns and Deshaun Watson. Kenny Pickett is beating Deshaun, according to both of us, Matt Maux and I. So this was the last game that we have to predict for this week, and the trophy will go to, hopefully the trophy will be mine this week, and I will predict pretty accurately this week. Thanks for watching the Charlitosverse again. I hope you're enjoying the Charlitosverse as much as I am doing. Subscribe. Charlie out.